need better intelligence, the kind that is derived not from intercepting a president's phone calls to his mistress, but from hanging out with the powerless. Well, that was one of columnist Nick Kristof's lessons for U.S. foreign policy, drawn from Egypt's revolution. In the New York Times this past weekend, Kristof pointed out that American journalists and foreign policy experts alike missed the warning signs of what was coming in Egypt, in part because they talked to the wrong people. That's not exactly a revelation to consumers of independent media. But it's not just revolutions in far-off places that we miss when reporters ignore the everyday working folks. Another piece in the very same paper on the very same day examined the consequences of this country's outsourcing-only manufacturing policy. The question raised there was pretty fundamental. It went to the entire justification for globalization. Now, we've been told that going global serves American interests because increased profits produce innovation, creativity, and investment in new improved product lines, right? The question raised in Louis Uchitel's deep inside the paper story this weekend is it even true? Can a country continue to innovate if it's not actually making the stuff it innovates? When great products of American innovation are made not here but there, Americans are a world away. Aren't the innovations that will bring us the next iPads and iPhones, for example, made in Asia, most likely going to come from people who spend their time actually making those things instead? Robert Kuttner noted this week in the American Prospect that Democrats have become distanced from labor, that most party officials come from the business class and have little appreciation of what workers can do. No wonder they don't think of workers as potential innovators. They barely think of them at all. The U.S. must export to win the future, President Obama said in his State of the Union address. Pundit heads nod, but how much time are they spending listening to the president, not to mind his phone calls? And how much are they listening to the rest of America? American workers are not now the powerless exactly in Kristof's sense of that word, but policymakers keep not listening, and down the road, they certainly could become powerless. Things look to be going that way.